We are here in Spain to test drive the all-new second generation Jaguar XF, which has been the British car maker's poster boy in the business segment since 2007. Headlining this new generation is a host of technical wizardry, both when it comes to its driving dynamics and when it comes to its efficiency with its new Ingenium diesel, but we'll come to that later. Okay, it may look very similar to the last model, which is by no means a bad thing, with a slightly shorter front overhang and some more prominent body lines, but it's what's underneath that's really important. So, Jaguar has moved away from the all-steel underpinnings in the last model and has embraced an aluminium-intensive architecture, cutting up to 190 kilograms in weight. Its wheelbase is also 51 millimeters longer, but overall it's 7 millimeters shorter and 3 millimeters lower. And that brings me to its rear seats. Although the XF is smaller in its dimensions on the outside, the longer wheelbase has allowed Jag to free up an additional 15mm of legroom and 24mm of knee room. Not just that, there's also an additional 27mm of headroom, thanks to the strategically chiseled out panel in the roof. Just because we started with the rear seats doesn't mean that the front disappoints. The XF retains its atmospheric character when you start the engine, with the likes of the roll-in air vents and the appearing gear selector. Very nice. But the main addition is this new and incredibly sharp 10.2-inch touchscreen, which comes with something called In Control Touch Pro. Now, this pretty much has everything you could possibly want when it comes to connectivity, including Wi-Fi. And personally, I'm made up that Jag has included this because the one in the last model didn't really do the XF justice. So it's day 2 of the launch and we're taking on some winding roads up in the mountains, putting the XF steering and agility to the test. But you know what? The steering's so sharp and responsive, you don't really need snaking roads to have fun. However, if you do take it into a dastardly hairpin, then you do come out with a smile on your face. This is also thanks in part to its new Integral Link rear suspension setup and an increase in torsional rigidity. Engine-wise, Jag offers the usual serving of V6s, but it's the 2-litre Ingenium diesel that's expected to be the best selling. Why is that? Well, it's got CO2 emissions of just 104 grams per kilometre. Performance-wise, it's not too shabby either, but if you do want performance, then go for one of the 3-litre V6s. Just a few little things, and this really is nitpicking, but with the steering wheel, which is borrowed from the F-Type by the way, the buttons just seem a bit outdated, and the sound of the indicator just doesn't really suit the car. In short, Jag has made its most awarded car ever even better, and its subtle exterior tweaks and more mature engine lineup means it's sure to trouble the likes of BMW and Mercedes. So we'll be getting the new XF into Car Keys HQ for a full review soon, but until then, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date on all the latest